Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy 2018. I am so excited for this video because it is my absolute favorite, one, to watch and two, to film. I am sharing with you today all of my must-have, can't live without favorite beauty products from 2017, and I have a lot of really great things to share with you, and I'm very proud of myself because I have a lot of drugstore stuff to share. So I am a mama on a budget now. I am now a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have that extra salary coming in where I can just go and buy whatever I want, whenever I want, and just be frivolous with my money. So I have to be a little more conscientious now and really try to find products that I love, but that don't break the bank for me. And that has been my goal throughout 2017, is to really just find really good, solid products that meet all of my needs, but don't cost me a lot of money. And a lot of these things have become some of my must-haves, my favorite products ever, my ride or dies. So I am super excited to share all of these goodies with you. But before I get into all of that, I really quick just wanted to say welcome to those of you who are new or checking out my channel for the very first time. Hope that you like what you see and you decide to stick around and subscribe. Don't forget to give me a follow over on social media. I am on Instagram and Snapchat. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into all of this. I have found some really great products this past year that have really worked for me and my skin. I have combination skin. I tend to fare on more of the oily side throughout the year. During these couple of months in the winter, I do get a little more dry, and I also have sensitive skin. So I feel like I found some really great things to help with all of that. The first thing that I want to share with you is my cleanser, and I use the Michael Todd Honey and Oat Cleanser. This is my favorite cleanser. I've used it for years, and it's the one that I always go back to. I like this one because it's completely organic. It completely washes away any dirt, any makeup, and it gets rid of waterproof makeup. It washes away clean, it smells really good, and it doesn't irritate my sensitive skin. Now, following up with my cleanser, I usually like to use a really good scrub, and unfortunately I'm out of the one that I really like to use. I was trying out a different one, but nothing just compares to the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Polish, and I will go ahead and insert a picture right there. And I really like that one. It's one that I've used over and over and over again, and when I'm looking for a scrub to use, I want one that I can use on a daily basis. I want one that is going to be gentle enough to really give me a good exfoliation but not feel like it's tearing my skin off. I want one that's not going to break me out or cause any irritation, because again, I do have sensitive skin, and the Facial Radiance Polish just ticks all those boxes for me. I really like it. It's a very nice, creamy, smooth exfoliator, and your skin just feels so good. It looks really good. It has a brightness to it. I guess that's where the radiance comes from, right? So the next two products I'm going to share with you are actually recommendations from Makeup by Tiffany D. She did this whole skincare routine video, and I really take to heart her recommendations and the products that she likes to use, because I find that I have very similar skin to her. And she had all of these wonderful, great products that have really just changed her life. And while I would love to be able to follow her skincare routine to a T, like I said, I'm a mama on a budget now, so I can't use all of the products that she uses because, let's be honest, everything in her skincare routine is quite pricey. But there were a couple of things that I did take away from it that I really wanted to try. And the first thing that I want to share with you is a toner. So once I've cleansed my skin and I've used my Radiance Polish, I like to go in with a toner. And the one that I just really have loved, and I'm so thankful for her recommendation, it's the Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction Pads. So these toner pads are heaven sent. Actually, they're peach scent, but they are really truly heaven sent. These have done such wonders for my skin. So Tiffany talked a lot about like the little bumps that you get under your skin. It's like right under the surface, and I know that I have them as well, and she said this stuff has really helped her with that. And I have to say, like, it's helped me too. So you get 60 pads in this container, but I cut them in half, and I am able to prolong the use of them. Half of a pad is all you need. You do not need an entire pad to do your face because they are very strong. They're very heavily scented. And half a pad really gets away all the dirt. It really does a good job of just clearing away all of the like grossness that you have left behind after washing your face. I can tell when I don't use those. So I really like them. They are a little pricey, but like I said, when I cut them in half, it does extend the longevity of them. So I can get a good 4 months out of them, which is really good. It ends up being like $10 a month. The next product that she talked about is the Kate Somerville Anti-Bac Clearing Lotion. Now this one I was not really sure about when I first started trying it. I was like, I don't really think this is doing anything for me. But let me just say, I stopped using it for a while and then I started using it again. And boy, did I notice the difference. This stuff works. Now, I don't know if it's in combination with this as well, but whatever is going on, it's working. So just my cleansing routine and then adding these two items into my skincare routine has really done some great things for my skin. And I'm really happy with how it's looking, how it's feeling. Now the anti-bac lotion is expensive. And when you read a lot of the reviews are very positive. There are a few reviews out there where people are complaining that it's like really drying. I didn't find that to be the case at all. That it bleaches, like you have to be careful because it bleaches your towels and your clothing and all of that. I've not noticed that. I've honestly been using this for a good part of the year, a majority of the year, and there's still quite a bit in here. It is pricey, but it is so worth the splurge, and it does last you a good while. So once I'm done with all of that, then I will go in with a serum if I have one. I haven't really found like a great serum this year that I'm really loving. I'm trying to find like a really good anti-aging one. But once I do my serum, then I go in with the moisturizer, and that's what I want to talk to you about next. So y'all know that I love the Belif True Aqua Balm. That has been my favorite moisturizer for a couple years now, and that is the moisturizer that really got me to fall in love with the whole idea of the gel-based moisturizers. But again, I'm a mama on a budget, and I go through that moisturizer pretty quickly because I use it morning and night, and I love that stuff so much. But I really wanted to try to find something that was going to be a little more affordable. That runs almost $40, and I just can't always justify that. So I was on the hunt for more of a drugstore version of it, and I really like hit the jackpot when I found the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. So this is the one for extra dry skin. I actually prefer the regular one. It's a little more closer to the Aqua Balm version of Belif. This line is very similar to the Belif one. So they have the regular version, which is the gel, like aqua colored gel-based moisturizer. This is a gel base as well, but it's a little bit thicker. And I actually prefer the other one with both lines, with both brands. But this stuff is really good. I've talked about it a ton. It's like $17, so it's less than half of the price of the Belif one, and it works so good. My makeup goes on so well when I put this on. It doesn't irritate my skin. It doesn't break me out. I use it morning and night. It feels so good on my skin, and I mean, it's to the point where I've talked about this. I look forward every day and every night when I have to put this on because it's that good. Speaking of hydration for your face, I have been obsessed with this little guy. And it is the Nugg face mask, the hydrating one. Now this has the camellia seed oil and the spirulina extract in it. And this stuff is amazing. So good. It has become my favorite mask in the whole wide world. Like, whole wide world. This stuff is going to give you so much hydration during the winter months when it's like super dry like it is. And I'm telling you, my skin is bad. I mean, my fingers are cracking, my hands are a mess, like, ugh, they're just nasty. This little guy packs a powerful punch, and Honestly, I can get a good like 6 to 7 uses out of this. You don't need a lot. I put this on while I'm soaking in the tub. Usually twice a week I use it. And I just let it sit on my face for like 15-20 minutes, and then I take a cool damp cloth and just remove it. And my skin is plump, it's hydrated, it looks refreshed, it's glowy. It just looks and it feels so much better when I use that stuff. Let's move on to the lips. Now there are 2 lip balms that I absolutely love, and I'm lumping these into skincare because they are really kind of part of my whole skincare routine. Now every night before I go to bed, after I brush my teeth, I always apply this little guy, and it is the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. I've used this stuff for years and years and years. One of these really does last me a good year because I only apply it at night, and I love this stuff. Now see, mine's starting to get a little old. I'm like scraping the edges, but I always get mine at Sephora. They always have them right there where they have all of the little goodies that are enticing you while you're waiting in a checkout line. I think this will run you about $7 or so, and they have different ones. They have like a mint one, I think they have just a straight rose one, but I do like the combination of the rose and the mint together. It's not overpowering. This stuff just makes this stuff just makes my lips feel so good. It gives them just like this really pretty shine to them. They just look really pretty when I have this on. And when I wake up in the morning, my lips are hydrated and they feel amazing. During the day though, because my hands are everywhere else taking care of a toddler, I don't want to dip my finger into a pot of anything and apply it to my lips. So I do like one that I can actually just, you know, put on my lips. And my tried and true favorite is the Baby Lips, the Maybelline Baby Lips in Quenched. And this is just, see, I'm like almost out on this one, but I do have another one, don't worry. But this is my favorite lip balm. I've used it for years. It has an SPF of 20 in it, so it's great out in the sun. I have these things everywhere. I keep one in my purse, I keep one in the diaper bag, I keep one in like our boat/beach bag. I always have this stuff. It tastes good. It smells good. I just love the way this stuff feels on my lips. It's just like, I don't know, it's like a blanket for me. Like, I just love this stuff so much. It's my absolute favorite lip balm. Okay, so moving on to the body. If y'all have been following me for a little while, you probably know what I'm going to talk about. But let me just say, the Tree Hut Sugar Scrub. There is nothing like this, you guys. I am not kidding. Like, this thing has been my favorite for I don't know how many months now. Ever since I started using this, I have not looked back. Like, this hands down is the best scrub, period. Now, I use the Lychee and Plum one. I love the smell of it. It smells so freaking amazing. Like, oh, it's so intoxicating. It's like sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's kind of florally. It's kind of like sophisticated, romantic. It's feminine. I don't know. There's just something about it. It just smells amazing. But the best part is that it feels amazing on your skin. It is a gel-like consistency. I'm all about the gel stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels really good on your skin. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like that gel-based consistency. I always apply this before I shave, and especially before I use my self-tanner. And let me just say, my skin, my legs are so smooth after I've used it and shaved. It gives me just the nicest, smoothest, closest shave. It's perfect. So then, my friends, let's talk about self-tanner, shall we? Because this has become, here we go. This stuff is the best self-tanner that I have ever used on my body, ever. I have tried high-end, I have tried drugstore. Nothing compares to this little guy. This is the same Moriz Dark Instant Self-Tanning Mousse, and this gives you the best tan. I'm not kidding, you guys. This stuff does not get enough love that it deserves. I'm not kidding. I get the best tan. It dries really fast. It gives you just this beautiful, like, natural looking olive toned glow to your skin. Every time I have this on, I always, no joke, I always get asked, or someone will say to me, oh, you just got back from a nice vacation, didn't you? Or, oh, you've been spending a lot of time at the pool this summer, haven't you? Nope. I think I went, when we were living in our apartment, I think I went to the pool like maybe 5 times, maybe. And I haven't had a nice like vacation to a beach since 2011 maybe. It's been a while. It's been a while. And we haven't taken our boat out since before Gunnar was born. And he's 18 months. Almost 18 months. So yeah. It's just a tan in a bottle. Just this. And I love this so much. It's under $13. You can get it at Ulta, you can get it at Amazon. And honestly, the reviews on it, I mean, they speak for themselves. Like, this stuff has 1 million 5-star reviews on it. Everybody loves this stuff. And I honestly don't know why more people aren't using it. Maybe I'm kind of glad that more people aren't using it, because then that means it's a little bit easier for us to get our hands on. Now, I haven't been using it lately because I really haven't been into the whole self-tanning thing, but I'm starting to get the bug again because we've had some nice warm days. And usually around March I start self-tanning, but it's just really good. And the price you really can't beat. Now with that, you gotta find a good tanning mitt. And I have this guy. You don't have to get the dual-sided one, but Ulta, the Ulta brand self-tanning mitt is where it's at. I have tried so many different ones. Y'all know my debacle, my fiasco with the whole Saint-Tropez one. I'm telling you guys, the Ulta tanning mitts last the longest. They're the cheapest, and they fit my hand the best. It's smaller, so it fits my smaller hands. You get a better grip when you're trying to rub your tan in. I really like this dual-sided guy. This one's a little more. I think this one's like around $10. But you get double the use out of it, where the other one is like $5. But I'm not kidding you guys. The Ulta self-tanning mitt is the best I have found, the best I have used. Enough said, right? Okay, so I'm going to share a few hair care products with you, and then we're going to get into makeup, the good stuff. So, postpartum hair. Oh, it's like madness. So I didn't experience hair loss. I did start getting all of the little well, I mean, you can see them. They're right here. Like the little baby hairs. I mean, this is growing out. This is like 18 months grow out. I was getting them down here. I was getting them all around. Craziness, like frizzy, wild, unruly, uncontrollable hair. And I really was on the hunt for a good smoothing shampoo, and I was having a really hard time finding one. I had tried Drugstore. I had tried like really high-end stuff. I mean, there's not going to be like an actual fix for it. You just have to find products that are going to kind of help tame it and kind of keep it controlled as best as they can. Part of having a baby. So I did find a really good shampoo and conditioner that I like, and it's actually become one of my favorites now. It is the Hask Keratin Protein Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. I get mine at Target, so it's Drugstore. I think this will run you like just under $7 a bottle. Oh, this is like nasty. But it smells really good. It really does. It has a really nice scent to it, and I have to say, out of everything that I have tried, that really helped with smoothing my hair. I mean, again, it doesn't get rid of it completely, but it really helped to tame it and control it and keep it a little more like manageable, if there is such a thing. As far as like actual conditioners and masks go, I do have some that I've used over the years that I really love. I love that L'Oreal one, and I haven't gotten it in a really long time. I do need to get that one again because that's a good one. But the one that I just keep always in my shower, in my bathroom, is the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. I've talked about this a million times. I think everybody loves this one because it is that good. Like it is just one of those that everybody loves. It's super inexpensive. It smells really good. The best part though is that it does such a great job of hydrating your hair, and especially right now when it's like super dry, it is like amazing, and it's super fast. So if you don't have a lot of time or you have to take a quick shower, you can just pop this on your hair, leave it in for a few minutes, rinse it, and you're good to go, and your hair just looks and feels amazing. I like this one especially because I actually found it with the pump, so it's a little bit easier than trying to squeeze that other bottle that you used to get. And you get like a lot more product in it, so it lasts you a lot longer. Okay, so dry shampoo. I've been on the hunt for a good dry shampoo. I really like the Dove Refresh and Care one. I think that's what it's called. But then I discovered this one. It doesn't leave my hair feeling like gross and grimy. It gives a little bit of grit and texture to your hair, but it doesn't leave it gross, if that makes sense. So I just really like this one. I think that this has become like my top favorite one, even over the Dove one, and that's saying a lot because I really like that Dove one too. But this scent is a little bit harder to find. I do get this one at Target. I know that Ulta carries it, but my store doesn't carry the large cans of it. They just carry the travel ones, which is good. But I really, really, really like the blush scent. And then let's talk about the texturizing spray that I have fallen in love with this year. Now I fell in love with this, I think I started using this around like June, July-ish, but it's the Redken Wax Blast 10. And I like to get these little travel ones because I like to throw it in my purse if I'm on the go, or if you go to the gym, you can throw it in there, your makeup bag or beach bag or wherever. But can we talk about the smell of this stuff? Like, smells so good. It smells like the old school Abercrombie cologne. Like the Bath and Body Works, oh shoot, what's it called? It's one of my favorite scents. What's that one scent? It'll come to me, or I'll put it somewhere around here. But this stuff smells so amazing, but it also works really amazing too. It gives such great texture to your hair. It's a great finishing spray. It has a little bit of a wax to it, but it's not like gross feeling at all. But the smell, like seriously, you'll be walking around all day and you'll just keep smelling your hair and it just smells so good. So I really love this stuff. I really like it. Okay, so let's chat makeup, shall we? Because I have lots of goodies to share with you. Where to begin? Okay, so primer. I have never been one for primer. I just, over the years, just don't really find that it does a whole lot for me. But I will say, as I've gotten older, my pores are getting a little bit larger and I'm wanting a little bit of more like assistance, if you will, just kind of like in my T-zone, but really more so like in this area. And I have to say my absolute favorite one now is this one. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. This is right up there with the Smashbox Photo Finish, the Benefit Professional, the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This stuff is really good. It's inexpensive. It's like, this one will run you $6, and I actually saw that they make a bigger one now that's about $10. And I want to say it's like twice as much product, but it has this really nice herbally scent to it, but when you put it on your face, you don't really get that scent, so it's not like heavy, it's not annoying or anything like that, but it just gives that really nice, like smooth, flawless look to your skin. It fills in your pores, it just kind of reduces and minimizes like any imperfections that you have going on, and it just puts up really nice, makes a nice canvas for your makeup to go on. So I wasn't a primer person, but I kind of am now. Speaking of primer, let's talk about some eyeshadow primer. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. I debated on putting this in my yearly favorites because I haven't been using it. When did I get this? Maybe this fall? I think it was this fall. But I have to say, like, I use it nonstop and I really love it. It's $2.99, guys. $2.99. And I will tell you that it is like super duper comparable to the Lorac eyeshadow primer. I love that one. I love the texture of it. I love how it feels on my eyelids, on my skin. It's that nice like nude shade. This is just like it, and it is $2.99. So as far as foundations go, I have a new one that I've actually been using that I'm really excited to share with you guys. But the ones that I have been living for this entire past year, and actually this one I've used beyond that, is the Clinique BB Acne Solutions, the Clinique Acne Solutions BB Cream. So I've used this stuff for quite a while now. I used it all throughout my pregnancy. I love this stuff. I use it all year round. I apply it with a dampened beauty blender and it just goes on so wonderfully. I've used my fingers with it too and it works, but I actually find using the beauty blender now actually just makes it a little less powdery. It's a liquid, but it dries to a powder finish and it's just amazing. Like, it's really good stuff, guys. Even if you don't have acne prone skin, this stuff just works really good. I use the shade Light, and I can use that shade pretty much all year round, even when I'm self-tanning. But I also found the Clinique Acne Solutions liquid makeup. Now this is a little less expensive than the BB cream, and I do really like this. Now, I haven't been using this one because I got it in the shade for when I'm self-tanning. So now it's just a tad too dark for me. But this is really good makeup. Really great foundation. It doesn't break me out. Again, even if you don't have acne prone skin, you don't have to have acne prone skin to use this. This stuff just goes on so smooth. It gives you just a nice like satin finish to your skin. It is buildable. I would say it's a pretty light to medium coverage. There's a great range of colors in this and it just applies beautifully onto the skin. As far as concealer goes, I have really fallen in love with the Photo Focus concealer from Wet n Wild. I'm telling you guys, this Photo Focus line from Wet n Wild, like, they did some pretty good stuff with it. Like, it's pretty good and it's inexpensive and it's like good stuff. Now I haven't tried the foundation, but I've actually heard a lot of people talking about it and I've actually heard a lot of people say they really like it. So I haven't gone to that yet. I do want to try it. But this concealer is amazing. I just really love it. I use the shade Light Ivory and it's like the perfect shade for me. It just like helps really cover any darkness that I have going on. It covers up any redness, any blemishes that I have. It blends out really well. It's super creamy. You have the doe foot applicator. So, I mean, it's only a couple dollars. Maybe not even that much. This might even be $1.99. I don't know, but it's really good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Bronzer. Okay. So, for quite some time, it took me a while to jump on the bandwagon, but every time I went to Sephora, every time I went to Ulta, I was staring at this guy. I would swatch it, I would put it in my little basket or my bag, and then I wouldn't get it. And it is the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. I don't know, it took me so long to get this little guy, but I really do like it. Now I do have to be careful when I'm not tanning because it does get a little like muddy looking on me. It kind of has a little bit of like an orange tint to it, but it's just a really, really pretty like kind of golden bronzy color. And I love it just for warming up my face. The other one that I've really been liking is the Hourglass, the Luminous Bronze Light. So don't judge y'all, this palette is a little bit older, but I still use it like every day pretty much. So we might as well talk about the blushes too, because these two guys right here are also a favorite for this year. So we've got the Luminous Flush and then the Mood Exposure and then the bronzer. What I love about the Hourglass like ambient lighting everything, the finish of their powders are really good. They're very smooth, they're very soft. They have like a sheen to it, but They're just really pretty. Like everything on, like these have like a built-in highlight. So honestly, you don't even need to use a highlighter with those blushes. Even with this bronzer, you can get away with just this bronzer and not use a blush and not use a highlighter. That's what I love about it. This bronzer is just really pretty. I mean, it's really pretty. Here it is right here. And then these blushes, I don't know if you can see them. Probably not too much right here, but just gorgeous. And I actually like to combine them together. It's what I'm wearing today. I mean, look at that glow. It's like good. It's really, really, really good. And those palettes are just spot on. Okay, so let's talk about another blush and highlighter, because if you've been watching me for a while this past year, you probably know I'm going to be talking about them. These two guys are amazing together as well as on their own with other things. But Makeup Revolution is a brand that I've really just like gotten into this past year, and I am like so impressed with them. And this stuff is so inexpensive. But let me just say, this blush, this is the matte blush and it's in the shade Fusion. I've talked about it 1,000,001 times. This is like the best blush. I have worn the crap out of this blush. Like, it is just so creamy and pigmented and beautiful and just gorgeous. This is like a perfect mauvey, peachy, pink color. I can wear this all year round. It just looks amazing. I love this stuff. I wish they had a better color range, because there's like 3. That's it. They need to come out with more, because this stuff is amazing. Speaking of amazing, the Peach Kiss highlighter. It's just this beautiful peachy toned highlight, and up to this point I didn't have anything like it. And with my hair and skin color and my eyes, it's everything for me. And together, those two are amazing. Okay, eyeshadows. So I have to say that throughout the year, I have really reached for my Makeup Geek shadows the most. And honestly, I could totally just live off of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They're very inexpensive, they're super pigmented, they're very creamy, they're not powdery, they blend out really well, they're very smooth. They give any high-end shadow out there a run for their money. I am not kidding you guys. If you have not tried Makeup Geek eyeshadows, any of her products, like her blushes, her makeup brushes, they're all really, 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 really good. But I have to say, like, this is my own little palette that I've put together. These are like my favorite ones. I have a few others that I like to use in the like summertime, like some teals and blues and things. But this is what I typically live off of for most of the year. And my absolute favorite ones that I've been using the most is this guy here. Let me see if I can get something that's like not a super big glare. Shimma Shimma. What is this one? Chickadee? Peach Smoothie. Sorry, Chickadee is a yellow one. So Peach Smoothie is like a really, really beautiful, it's like the perfect crease color ever. It's like an odd color, but it's really perfect. I love this. I don't want to drop all these. I love this guy here called Latte. This one is a great crease color too. It's called Frappe, but I really just honestly, Peach Smoothie is where it's at. This one I love for all over the lid. Oh my gosh, Denae, like seriously. It's called Hipster. And then I have Homecoming. I use a ton. And then Barcelona. Let's try this again. Oh my lord. I have like stuff all over my hands. Barcelona Beach. Maybe. And then, oh, I'm like all frazzled now that I had to do that. And then the other one that I fell in love with this past year is the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. And look at the packaging, it's just gorgeous. It's that beautiful blush color with rose gold, and bam! Look at that. These are like all of the colors that I could live off of. I mean, it's just perfect. You have just like the best tones. You have some great like crease colors. You have this like pearlescent transforming pearl colors, so you can make them all like shimmery if you want. These are all matte, but I love this blue. I love these purples. I love the browns. I love these like orangey colors. I mean, they're just gorgeous. I love this palette. It's the best palette to take with you. It is a little more expensive, but honestly, like, that's all you need. It really has like, you can create any look with that palette. It's just so good. So since we're on the whole eye kick, let's talk really quick eyeliner and mascara. So, you know I'm a mascara junkie. Love me some mascara. Ever since this summer when L'Oreal launched their Voluminous Lash Paradise, this is supposed to be similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I have to say it's better than Sex. That's just my opinion, but I love this stuff. It has now become my go-to mascara. I'm not kidding. Like, it's just so good. The brush is very similar to the Better Than Sex one. You kind of have that like curvilicious thing going on there. It's fluffy. But I have to say, like, this does a better job of separating, volumizing, and lengthening than the Better Than Sex. I feel like the Better Than Sex sometimes weighs my lashes down where this one doesn't. And it's Drugstore. Ooh, my battery's about to die, so I need to hurry. But this stuff is just like hands down my favorite mascara now. So as far as eyeliner goes, I usually just use like a black eyeliner to tie line and to wear on the top of my lid. But underneath, I've talked about this one before, but it's the Sephora, what is this? The waterproof, the contour eye pencil. These are the 12-hour eye pencils. I love these things. I always like use the black one. I like some of the other color ones, but my favorite one is called Flirting Game. And it's like this really pretty, come on buddy, help a sister out. There we go. Can you see that? It's like this beautiful taupe color. And this is what I always wear. I like to line the top of my lines with, the top of my eyes with it, but I also really love to line the bottom. Can you see it? It's just this beautiful silvery taupey color. I love it. Like, it's my favorite. And these pencils are so creamy and so smooth, and they stay put. They're just amazing. So really quick, before we finish all this and I lose my battery, let's talk lip products really quick, because I have some good things to share with you. Now, I'm not much of a liner gal when it comes to like lining my lips, but the one that I do love is by MAC, and it is the Pro Longwear lip pencils. And honestly, guys, if you're gonna go with MAC and get the lip pencils, go with the Pro Longwear ones, because they're creamier, they're smoother. What I love about these is they're not super drying, so you can actually not only line your lips, but you can fill them in as well. But the one that I really love is the shade In Control. And this is like a really good version of Whirl by MAC, which is not a Pro Longwear one. So yeah, I really like this one. This is a great shade to just go with everything. Okay, so I don't wear lipstick a ton, but when I do, I really love this guy. It's the Kat Von D Studded Kiss in the shade Lovecraft. And I have this little mini guy, and I keep saying once this one runs out, which I've used the crap out of this, and I seriously have so much left, but it's this beautiful like pinky nude color. So I do like that. Now I'm more of a gloss girl, and I have told you time and time again about the NYX Butter Glosses. I love these. My absolute favorite is this guy, Tiramisu, but I also like Creme Brulee as well. But yeah, I mean, they're just so creamy. I have a little mirror down here so I can see. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But those are really good. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Rimmel Stay Glossy in Claridge's Ruby. Like, this is like seriously such such a pretty shade. I love this. It's gorgeous. It's like a really pretty corally pink color. I wore a crap ton of this. I mean, to the point where I can tell, you know, when you dip the applicator back in, you can tell that there's like, the product is running out. Yeah, this isn't gonna last me that much longer. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave in the comments below what some of your favorite things were from this last year. I've gotten some great recommendations from some of you, and I always love to hear what other people are loving. Like I said, these are my favorite videos, and I really appreciate you taking this time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. It really helps us YouTubers out. And I hope that your 2018 is off to a great start so far, and I hope that you have an amazing year, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!